Let's have it right. So, last night, it broke out by none the other. Simon Johnson from the Pathetic. And we address him as the Pathetic now. Yeah? That's what we always address him as. The Pathetic. What did he come out and say after we had Di Marzio, De Longo, all the Italian brown envelopes? We had Fabrizio Romano. We had all these guys, all these usual in the pocket of Blueco, in the pocket of, well, for anything for a pound note. He come out and said there is still, sorry, I've gone ahead of myself. Chelsea are not too confident of agreeing a fee for Mike Maignan as things stand. That was last night, late in the hour, about 11:30 at night. They decided to land that one, yeah? When all the conversations were going to continue today to get the deal done. And he landed, put through the spanner in the works, saying, yeah, it doesn't look like they're too confident getting the deal done. Why is the ownership not confident of getting the deal done when they've only offered 12? Firstly, 8.4 million was an insult, which apparently wasn't an official bid. We've heard Mike Maignan is desperate to leave, only wants Chelsea, wants Club World Cup, wants Champions League. To then go, oh, we've upped the stakes. We've gone to 12.6 million sterling. Still short. They want 25 million sterling. They want up to between 30 and 35 million euros. Why are you not confident? What are you not confident about? What are you not confident about? It's not like we're dealing with an 80, 90, 100 million transaction here. This is tuppence. And not only is it tuppence, it's tuppence for the ilk of player that we want at our football club, that you so-called are propaganda in, that Enzo Maresca wants Mike Maignan. Everyone's coming out saying Enzo Maresca does not trust the goalkeepers at Chelsea. We clearly know he's a yes man. Throughout the whole season, he's saying Sanchez is my number one. Flip the script, Jorgensen's my number one, to then flip it back again like Flipper. Sanchez is my number one. He's got, remember this one, and I'll tell you what, I don't forget. Remember the PR. Robert Sanchez has got all the ingredients. You know they want it to say minerals. All the ingredients to be a world-class goalkeeper. They spent 26 million on Brighton's third-choice goalkeeper for our number one goalkeeper to be Robert Sanchez, who has the most unforced errors in one season in the league, and Maignan has less over 4 seasons. Factual data. How's that for AI data, Siri merchant? And you're not confident of buying a goalkeeper that is even less than what Sanchez cost. How much have they spent on goalkeepers? I've got a list here. I've got a list of how much these clowns have spent on goalkeepers. Let me just read you the list. I've got the list here. Where is it? Philip Jorgensen, 24.5 million euros. Mike Penders, 20 million euros. Robert Sanchez, 23 million. No, he wasn't. He was 26 million sterling. I remember that. Petrovic, 16 million euros. Gabriel Slelina, 9.09 million euros. Yeah. Mike Maignan was valued at 25 million euros. And this goalkeeper, compared to what we got, he's one of the top 6 goalkeepers in Europe. He is France's number one goalkeeper. He's the captain of AC Milan. He's a winner. He's a man. He's full of testosterone. We don't need Willie no more in the dressing room when you got Mike Maignan, bruv. You got Big Mike in there, bruv. Yeah? All right? Experience, elite level goalkeeper. In terms of what we've bought, what they bought, he's elite level. And what is he? The most important thing. What's he done over his career? Up to now, he's proven. He's proven. Yeah? He's proven goalkeeper. So you're telling me you're not confident of paying the smallest amount of change, bruv, for an ownership that are giving it so much PR, so much big bollocks, flaunting the cash like they've just heard that Bonnie Blue's going to feature at Stringfellows and they thought, let's do an exclusive, let's go there. 1.6 billion, and you can't spend me 20 million sterling on an elite, experienced goalkeeper, proven, exactly what we need. Out of all the 11 goalkeepers that you bought and that we've got, you can't bring me that goalkeeper. Bruv, that's not serious intent. It's clownery. It's pound note merchantry. The geezer was on 60 grand a week. You can't even say his wages were too high. His wages were tuppence. You could double his wages. Yeah. You could pay him 140. You can pay him 120. And the geezer's happy. And all goalkeepers, they mature. They mature, bruv. He's 29. He's 29 years old. He can play up to 35. Why not? Why not? So, Maignan, the sources close to AC Milan now say they want more than 18 million that Chelsea bid. Contacts will continue tomorrow morning. That was all last night. Yeah. Chelsea have communicated that they will pay a maximum of 15 million euros to AC Milan for Maignan. Chelsea see the sale of Christian Pulisic to Milan in 2023 for 20 million euros as part of their reasoning. Listen to this PR. Pulisic had 12 months left on his contract, but was 6 years younger. Pulisic also plays in a position that demands high fees. And Pulisic isn't world-class and elite like Maignan and proven, all right? Even though he won us the Champions League and he's your Captain America, yet you sold him still because he wanted out. Let's have it right. He wanted to be sold. I know that they shoehorned and ordered Tuchel in pre-season to play Pulisic, and he said, you don't tell me what team plays to pick in my team. That's where it all falls down. Kanye West, mask on Alex Jones. Let's have it right. But they're bringing up the sale of Christian Pulisic, and these clowns are the ones that sold Pulisic to Milan. They sold him. They can't even blame this one on Don Roman like they blame PSR. They sold Christian Pulisic. So they've only got themselves to blame. Why don't you demand 40 million euros, even though he had a year on his contract? How is it you sold Mason Mount for 65 million sterling to Man United with 1 year on his contract? But now you're clutching at straws at you spending for the exact profile goalkeeper that your manager that you hired, your third manager, so desires. To play at the back, the distribution, he can invert. He's physical. He's got saves in him, penalty saves. He can pass out the back. You're not going to back your manager. All we hear, all we've been briefed, is Enzo Maresca doesn't rate the goalkeepers, doesn't trust them, and Petrovic and Sanchez are up for sale. They're on the list. Every brand ever like to put it out. You cannot hide from that, right? Then you come on and you say Enzo Maresca is desperate for Mike Maignan. It's the perfect goalkeeper for him, and that he's involved, like he was in the negotiations with that. He's involved with the sporting directors and the ownership in what players to sign to back him. You ain't backing him for shit. Yeah. How can you say you're backing this manager and not deliver Mike Maignan? How? Bruv, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why do I even have to explain this? I don't even have to explain this to my ultras. My ultras are already clued on. Yeah? They're already clued on. You know what I'm saying? There has been no official offer from Chelsea. This is Simon Johnson. There's been no official offer from Chelsea for Mike Maignan, but they have communicated that they will pay a maximum of 12.6 million sterling. Milan values him higher. That was last night, or 10 hours ago, should I say. Chelsea do not intend to... Bruv, do you know what, yeah? Fabrizio Romano come out and said that the deal's off. Chelsea have pulled the plug. They've walked away. They stuck on 12.6 million. What is that? 18 million euros? You should have gone in initially with 18 million euros. Yeah. Fabrizio Romano, the same brown envelope that has been telling us that Sanchez wants him. Enzo Maresca wants him. He fits the profile. Yeah. But because he's 29 years old, they only value him at this price. You name me, Blueco, name me a goalkeeper with his credentials that you can find for 20 million. I bet you Trafford will cost you more than 20 million, and you'll end up signing Trafford like I actually said to you lot when we first got linked and I saw his name pop up. Right? What goalkeeper are you going to buy? You ain't going to get one. You ain't getting one. And that's the point. That's the point. Yeah. Not only we've got Cole Palmer pointing to Bettinelli's shirt, number 13, and these lot have just let him go to Man City. Yeah. They've sold Kepa to Arsenal for 5 million. They've got rid of 2 goalkeepers because they've got a stockpile of goalkeepers. Yeah. And you know what? City got rid of, what's his name? I can't remember the geezer's name. Carson. Yeah. Now they want Bettinelli. And we were PR'd by the players. He's such an important player in the dressing room. But we get rid of him. And give him to Man City. Man City we gave him to. So Matt Law says there's no expectations currently that Chelsea will sign Mike Maignan today. Clubs sticking to their valuation. You can stick it up your asses. Yeah, you can stick that valuation. What gave you that valuation? I want to ask the question. What gives them that valuation of 12.6 million sterling? What did you use? AI data for it? What dictates that valuation? What? Because he's 29? Because he's on a 1-year contract? He's that cheap? You don't value him then, clearly. You don't value him. You're insulting him like you insulted Victor Osimhen. And people wonder, why did we not sign Victor Osimhen? What, you think you're going to blame Osimhen? You think I'm going to accept you wrong-uns blaming Osimhen? Oh, mate, I know the truth with Osimhen. Like I know the truth with Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, and all the other players that they shipped out. Conor Gallagher. I know the truth. Why do you think they try and silence me all the time? I know what the truth is. Yeah? They're the biggest fugazis in football history. Yeah? To value a player like that, you've insulted him. You've insulted him. Yeah? And this is hilarious to me because Fabrizio Romano PRs, obviously, Mike Maignan deal off now between Chelsea and AC Milan. Listen to this. Chelsea not willing to meet Milan's price, we know, clearly. Deal not proceeding in time for Club World Cup, as CFC won't pay Club World Cup tax. They've actually briefed Fabrizio Romano to write, because of Club World Cup tax, they will not pay over what they deem as the AI data valuation. Yeah? This is not Club World Cup tax. This is not, I can go to the extent of it's Sanchez, it's Quenda and Isugo, it's the little Kazakhstan player, it's Disasi Badashile, it's Petrovic, it's Jorgensen tax for every other player that they bought. No, mate. This is blue coat tax. This is the deal. It's the deal. This is their tax. This is the consequence. This is the price that you chose supporters that brown nose them, propaganda them, brown envelope tap to your eyeballs, and force feed these narratives to benefit these clowns getting away with murder and destroying our football club and embarrassing us. That's the tax that you lot are happy for every Chelsea supporter to pay out. It's a joke. Yeah? It's a joke. And this is where it gets even more ridiculous. Chelsea FC maintain the full trust of Petrovic, Sanchez, Jorgensen, and talent Mike Penders for goalkeeper role. Yeah? Yeah? Fuck off. All right? I've had enough of this shit. Had enough. 1 minute you brief, the manager ain't trusting them. Now you're briefing. Toothpick Jacobs briefed it in January. They're not looking at another goalkeeper. So if that's the case, why is it in transfer window phase 7, part 1, you have gone all the way to deadline day to try and sign Mike Maignan? You publicly made it known that Enzo Maresca wants this goalkeeper. And now you're telling me, and you're telling us all, oh, but they value and trust in the other goalkeepers. Win, lose, draw, blue coat, out! This is a goalkeeper you don't send back, you don't muck around, and what we had to, oh, they're on Zoom calls. They're all on a Zoom call, yeah? You know what they were doing, bruv, yeah? They're probably doing their AI data presentation to the Milan bosses, explaining why they only value him at 12.6 million and the age. And if we buy this player, well, he's 29, guys, he's going to be 30 in a month, and we're going to pay him £120,000 a week. If we pay 20 million, then, and we want to sell him in a year's time, we're not going to make any money on this guy. The longer we keep him, we're not going to make any money. We got no resale value. Why? Profit all the time. I told you the checklist. I told you the checklist. Age 25 and under. What? How old is Mike Maignan? 29. Wage structure, 150 grand a week. Cap. What did Mike Maignan probably accept? 120. Tick. Death row contract? Computer says no. He's too old to do a death row contract. What's he going to go? Into 40s. Resale value? Computer says no. So you've only got one tick. Wage structure. But what about the ticks for football reasons? Has he got leadership? Yes. Tick. Experience? Tick. Proven? Tick. Mentality? Tick. Has he won silverware? Tick. Can he elevate us? Tick. Can he play in Zamerska's style of play? Tick. Is he better than every fucking goalkeeper that they bought? Tick. All ticks. Tickety-woo. Tickety-fucking-woo. Yeah? Yeah? So every tick for the player, for footballing reasons, for the Chelsea team, for us to show intent to win the Premier League, to raise the bar, raise the levels, it is perfect for us. But on financials, which is the number one priority in this game for Blueco, the financials, you got one tick out of 5. I never believed they were going to buy Mike Maignan. A part of me thought, it's such small change. They might actually, take a hit on this one. Take a hit. Owners like this, they won't break it for no one. And you can force feed all the PR from Fabrizio Romano, Toothpick Jacobs, who's the cousin of Goldstein. Bloodline. Let's have it right. Nizar Kinsella. Matt Law. You can PR it all you want. Of every reason why you didn't decide to sign him. But this is what I said on my stream 3 streams ago. What did I tell you lot when we were linked to him? I said this is going to be a big PR stunt. to make it look like Blueco's shown intent and changing their ways, only to pull out and everyone go, well, at least they tried. You get melts like Tom Bendovers for Blueco, Vincey, all giving all essays and reasons why we shouldn't pay 30 million. It's not justifiable. We can't be doing that. He's 29 years old. What do you give a fuck? Do you want us to win, or do you want us to just keep making pound notes and you banking pound notes to force feed their bullshit PR? I'll go with that latter. Because that's all you lot do. You don't love Chelsea. You don't love it. You don't love our club if you allow this nonsense. You don't speak it out. You don't say it for what it is. You're bullshit. What do you want to be? Quirky? Edgy? Oh, look at you. Look at you with your fucking big size 12 clown shoes on. Bruv. Fabrizio said there's a Zoom call going on. When have you heard that? What? Listen, what was Toothpick Carrot eating Winstanley? Stuart Little, the two mid-directors. What did I say to you lot, right? What are they doing? With Siri Merchant on Zoom call, Milo Tout Bowley, I would do anything for pound notes. No, this one, Vivid Seats is going to have to pay too much money out for Mike Maignan. You know, it's exactly as we drew it up. We can't change the model. Siri Merchant, well, the AI tells us that there's no resale value. We only value at 12.6 million. I'm sorry, AC Milan, like we're not going to move any higher. The data tells us that. The club wasn't very well managed under Roman Abramovich on a data level, on sporting level. So we're doing our best to make sure that we get the stakes up and make sure the profit margins are up, because I've loaned 1.22 billion at double-digit interest rates. So we can't go up to 20 million. You know, we can't do it. It's a take it or leave it deal. You've got Enzo Maresca on the Zoom call. Yeah. You know, I love Mike. Mike, I really want you to come to Chelsea. You can invert into DM position, distribution, unbelievable, world class. I don't fucking rate Sanchez. I've had to PR Sanchez all season. Petrovic, he's just not can't play the way I want to play. Sanchez, you know, no. Jorgensen, they made me say he's number one goalkeeper. I don't rate that guy. He's too fucking young. I've got kids everywhere. Kids are everywhere. Yeah. No more Lavat Super Crema for Enzo Maresca for myself, like you boys in AC Milan. No, we do diddy parties now. We have baby oil everywhere. We have Willie doing hackers in the dressing room. It's really motivational. We try our best. We try our best, and we blame the supporters, the environment for conceding goals, the booze. Yeah, I really want Mike Maignan, but these fucking clowns that made me sign an NDA, I can't say anything. Yeah, can't say anything. Yeah, what's going on? You've got them all on there asking Magic Mike to do his show on Zoom call. You've probably got Fabrizio Romano on there with his Heineken, waiting to go, here we go, you know. these directors, this ownership, forget finishing a wank. They don't even know how to wank. They don't even know. They don't even know, bruv. They just look at the supporters wanking off over them, and they're doing it for them. Trust the cam shot. Bruv. We're done out here. Club's gone. The club's gone. It's in the gutter. Which we know. We know. We know we were in the gutter. We know it. We've known it for too long. Listen to this PR from Nizar Kinsella. Straight after Fabrizio as well. Penders and Jorgensen cost 45 million last summer. Penders is seen as one of the best teenage goalkeepers. Sanchez had a good last 6 games to qualify for Champions League. Maresca didn't ask for a goalkeeper. Recruitment led by sporting directors who explored Maignan opportunity, but only at the right price. Worth noticing, Chelsea can go to Maignan in January and sign him on a pre-contract for a free transfer. Fuck off. They ain't going in for Mike Maignan again. That's it. It's done. It's done. We need him now. We need him now. We need him now. Not any other time. Club World Cup is our pre-season. We need him now. Listen to the state of this PR. Listen to it. Look how they act, these brown envelopes. Look at the fucking state of them. Look how they turn the narrative because it don't go the ownership's way. Because they're trying to manipulate the fan base. And all of you sellouts allow them to continue every fucking transfer window, every season, to manipulate all the supporters with this trust the process bullshit, this sustainability bullshit, this build a team for longevity with these yes men models, yes men directors, fucking owners that are blood-sucking vampires that have stripped every asset out of our football club, have taken every pound note out of our football club, trying to pin the blame on Don Roman, and we got a manager blaming the supporters. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. This is a joke. This is beyond a joke. This is absolutely beyond a joke. Look at the state of you. Look at you. Like, seriously, look at you. Look at what you write. Look at the dross you write. Look at all you fake ITKs. Like, these glucose have got you on puppet strings, mate. Who do you think gives you the information? Who do you think force feeds you? Who gives you the bird food? Because it's all sunshine and rainbows at Chelsea. Oh, look at me, ITK. Fuck off. Who gives a fuck about you, your credibility and transfer rumours and this and that? What is that? It's all about getting up the ladder, isn't it? It's all about trying to earn respect. Yeah? You'll never be respected because you're all sellouts. You're all sellouts. Yeah? I don't sell out for nothing, bruv. Yeah? Do you know what's even worse, yeah? Check this out. We've bought 49 players under Bowley Clearlake ownership. There's actually 90 players on the books, including Academy, yeah? Including spending 42 million on João Felix, 30 million on Drewsbury Wendell, 20 million on Jorgensen, 90 million on Kellyman. What about Caleb Wiley? Yeah? What about that kid, that 17-year-old from Kazakhstan, 16-year-old? Or is he 15? I've lost count. We go so young. It's very, very fucking disturbing. Yeah? I think these lot should be on trial, not Diddy right now. Let's have it right. These lot should be trialing football. Not to mention Mudryk, Disasi, Badashile, Ugochukwu, Sterling, Koulibaly. Feels like one of the most avoidable errors of this mistake-ridden era. Bruv, everything's a mistake. This is the biggest mistake in football history, bruv. It's the big to allow these clowns to take over our football club is a joke. Simon Johnson comes out and says Chelsea are expected to sell one of Sanchez or Petrovic. Why? What are we selling them for? Because now this is what happens. We are a sell to buy club. We are a sell to buy club. They've spent all the money. They don't have the money, mate. Do you know what? I want you all to suffer. I want you to suffer. You deserve to suffer. You think you're going to make me suffer, feeding the gender, calling me negative, calling me toxic, trying to get me cancelled on my platform, trying to fucking shadow ban me 24/7. Bruv. And what? We're still here. But do you know what we got? We got respect, bruv. Yeah. We got honour, dignity. Yeah. We stand for everything that these clowns don't stand for. Yeah. We stand for everything that you lot with these platforms don't stand for. You're the complete opposite. Yeah? Don't insult my intelligence. Don't insult my intelligence. Nizar Kinsella then lands this fucking blue co fraudulent bomber narrative. Enzo Maresca didn't ask for a goalkeeper. It was recruitment led by sporting directors who explored the Mike Maignan opportunity, but only at the right price. So now they've muddied their manager, lied with the narrative that the manager asked for Mike Maignan, really wants him. Now he's not asked for a goalkeeper because apparently he trusts the goalkeepers, but he doesn't trust the goalkeepers, right? And the only reason that they put it on the recruitment is to what? What are they trying to do? They're trying to defend these bulletproof mid-directors who are a fucking embarrassment, who have come from Brighton and Monaco, who should not be at Chelsea Football Club, have not got the credentials or experience or knowledge to go in the market when they've already had 6 transfer windows and they fucked it up every single time. You think that's going to work? And people go, oh, it's not the owners, it's the directors. Let me address it. Let me wake you lot up because you're all eyes wide shut merchants, yeah? Who do you think gives the go-ahead to Winstanley and Stewart to increase the bid from 12.6 million up to 18 million sterling? Who gives that go-ahead? Do you think Winstanley and Stewart decide that? Do you think Winstanley and Stewart decide the 150 grand wage cap? Are you that out of your head? Do you honestly think that? It's always on the owners because they control everything from top to bottom. They built this layer cake by design and they're using the brand envelopes to mask, manipulate, and control the narrative to allow them to get away with what they're doing. And there's only one individual on this platform that calls it out 24/7, exposes it for what it is, who ain't selling out for no pound note. He's not been scripted. What's the best for Chelsea is myself on here. Ekbali's blocked me on Twitter. That tells you everything you need to know. As for every other tier 1 journalist. Yeah? So when I speak, I'm not being arrogant, but I ain't one out of the bottle. And I'm talking on every single fan base channel. There ain't no one doing what I do. Not to these levels, bruv. Adam says my channel will get banned soon. Bruv, do you know what's funny? I've had 11 shadow bans. 11. Because they can't last forever. One of them, they took over 1,000 subscribers. They unsubscribed subscribers. Anyone that was subscribing, they withheld it. Until they had to reinstate it. And in less than 24 hours, woof, rocketed. What's that come from? I haven't even done a stream today. I've just done a video. Ultras that have experienced it, that have been with me along the way, I want you to let people that are new in here what has happened to me on this channel and what has happened to you subscribers on here. Let people know in the chat. They need to understand the severity of it. And we are still here. You know what I'm saying? I'll go again if they shut me down. I don't care. I don't care. I'm doing it for every supporter that understands what's happening, all right, and hasn't got a voice to do it. I'm doing it for every single supporter. That's what I do it for. And I do it because we love our football club and we want them to do what's right. If they change the model, they break the wage structure, they bring in an elite spine, we're not going to moan. We're not going to call them out all the time. But they're doing it and they won't stop. They won't stop doing what they're doing because they've got no intent to stop. They've got no intent to win. No one spends 1.6 billion and assembles this squad. How can we go to the Club World Cup with only Neto, Mudueke and Tyreek George, who they didn't even buy? Someone explain it to me. How are we still going with Jackson? How are we going with these goalkeepers? Like, seriously, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here, man? And people think we turn a corner. Everyone thinks you turn a corner. How many times do you think you turn a corner? You're turning like Anton Senna, bruv. Every corner. Because every time you go around and think we turned, bash, car crash like Marcus Alonso. And he does run down the wing for us. And I'd have him now in the team. So have it right. Look at Man City. Man City, yeah, they were briefing, Chelsea might get the Maignan deal done, in time for today. You know what? Man City will probably sign another player in that time. Man City, in 2 transfer windows consecutively, have spent what they spent. Let's say they spent 240 in January. They're probably looking to spend another 200. Let's say they spend 400, yeah? All right? Roughly. Let's say that. Pep Guardiola's just completed his rebuild, yeah? Like that. 2 transfer windows. Bosh! No mucking around, bruv. City, no nonsense, intent. And look at the players they're buying, young players. But look what they currently got in their team. Kovacic, Haaland, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Ederson, Diaz, Stones. We can keep going. Ake, winners, experience. Mixed in with all the young players that are already experienced at a level. That's how you build. That's called the blueprint of football. That's what I always say. It doesn't work what they're doing. This is not going to work. And how can you say trust the process? And you've got a manager, every manager they get, there's a yes man puppet going, the project's for 5 to 10 years to bring Chelsea back to where they belong. We're now going into 4 years, all right? You've just got Champions League football, and we cannot compete in Champions League football with the current squad we got. That you're, again, dismantling. They keep dismantling the squad of players that they buy, the stock of players. They're in and out like 50 Cent. They come and go. Bring them in, bring them out. Bring them in, bring them out. Smash them like slush pot, get the pound note, off we go. Every single transfer window. So where do you expect to get stability? Players gelling, these young players, these so-called elite super youth young players, to grow with each other. And how can you expect them to develop on the AI trajectory if everyone is on an average age of 20 years old and football doesn't work like that? Like, well, who are they going to learn off? Who are they learning off? Not even the manager. The manager's on job training. The manager's non-elite. He's won his first European trophy and Tin Pot trophy. He can't believe it. He's probably sitting there like Sarri did looking at the Europa League. He's probably sitting there right now. He's probably still in his bed having a wank over Mike Maignan going, look at this. Wow. I got a Conference League medal. I can't believe it. Bruv, I've just witnessed Enrique in 2 years rebuild with Campos, win the treble. Like, what are we doing here? What are we propagandaing here? They've spent half of what we spent, not even less than half. Less than half what we spent. So there is no process. And do you know what's funny? People go, Johnny's so toxic. I can't be bothered to listen, Johnny. I can't stand that geezer. This guy. Why? What? It's because of the messenger. You don't like me, but you cannot deny what I say is the truth. And if you do deny it, you've got just a full-on agenda, and you're not focusing on the bigger picture of what's right for Chelsea. Forget about me as an individual. It's about what's right for Chelsea, bro. Yeah?